It is 10 minutes past 3 a.m. and we are going over the Tekken 8 version 2.1 patch notes. Now we're going to go over just the minor changes. So first things first, they say in Tekken 8 version 2.1, additional adjustments have been made to address the game's attack heavy balance. Alongside the previously implemented fixes for issues that could not be addressed quickly, this update also begins to tackle longer term issues such as reducing air combo damage and reworking heat burst performance, which were raised frequently by players and required more time to evaluate. Number 1, gradual adjustment of moves with excessive return. Following the previous update, balance adjustments have been made. So I've read this before. This is the stuff that I read before in the previous video. So we're just gonna go on. They've done like sound effects, voice effects and stuff like that. So they made some adjustments to that. Move lists, so certain text icons and stuff has been changed. My replay tips, we have corrected text issues. Practice adjusted moves in the list moves for punishment settings in offense in practice. Heat burst, reduce the homing duration against side steps. Note, additionally, adjustments have been made to each character's heat burst when heat activation available to reduce the hitbox to mitigate differences on how easily it can be sidestepped between characters. Oh. Okay. I thought, yeah, I don't know about that. Come on, quick backslide while down facing up feet towards opponent. Improve the homing performance at the start of the move, making it easier to rise facing the opponent. The adjustment addresses cases where characters would unintentionally transition into a back turn state under certain conditions. So I've seen that with Law versus Law. Kind of, I think it was Rip's video that I saw. Strong aerial spike, pull forward 1+2, airborne hit, etc. Fixed an issue where the behavior when performing a back roll recovery with a button input differed from when performing with a backward direct input. And then hold moves. Fixed an issue where certain characters' hold moves could be performed through unintended input methods. Fixed an issue where for some characters hold moves, the recoverable damage dealt to their opponent when absorbed with a power crush was lower than intended. Heat dash. Fixed an issue where under certain conditions a heat dash knockdown effect would incorrectly trigger against a downed opponent, even though it should not occur. Alright, so we're gonna go over the patch notes. So I hope you lot are ready. So alright, cool. So first things first, we're gonna go over Alisa's one. So Alisa's one, during heat, the chip damage. Okay, we got this. So they changed the chip damage from 13 to 8. So yeah, which is kind of. Wait, hold on. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, so they changed chip damage to that. Down to 4, they changed the damage from 14, 24 to 8 and 20. And then up forward 1, changed the damage from 20, 20, 20 to 19, 19, 20. So that's probably like a combo. That's probably a combo specific thing. And then up forward 3+4. So the start up on attack has been changed from 38 to 41 to 38 to 40. So this is like your when you do your spike combo and then whatever else. So they didn't really change the fact that it actually does spike, which I think is something they should change. And then during backup 1, they changed it from 31 to 21 damage. I would also like to add, if you're thinking about even changing, sorry, I can see the screen there. If you're thinking about even changing Alisa, I feel like also as well, this move here, I don't even know how to do it. I kind of forgot. Yeah, this move needs a looking at. I still don't believe this move should be how plus it is on block. It's still +7 on block. That's insane. That's really insane, in my opinion. Yeah, this move. And I don't even think that you've even looked at the chip damage on. Let's have a look. Let's put it on standing block for both. It's not. Yeah, it's not that bad, but I feel like it can still be nerfed a bit more. But yeah, that's Alisa. Now we're gonna go on to Anna, who is the season 2 DLC character. And yeah, she has 4 changes. So back 1+2, the behavior of the opponent on hit has been changed. This adjustment was made considering the unintended follow-up attacks were occurring, allowing the damage output significantly exceeding expectations. So, okay. So it does like its pushback, and then during hammer chance. I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know what that is. I'm gonna have to look into the movie list because I do not know what during hammers. I've not really been paying attention with this character at all. So I'm gonna have a look. Like I know the OG Anna stuff, but I don't know this new stuff. Hammer chance, okay, 4-3. So this has been changed from 36 to 30 damage. Forward 1+2, the occurrence of unintended behaviors during super slow motion sequences have been alleviated. So let's talk about this. And then up for 3+4, floor break will now only occur on the final hit of the move. Yeah, those are the changes with Anna. They didn't really do that much of her. I know she has this. Hold on. Start with one. I don't even know what that move is. She has like a move where she can swing. But I don't know. I'm not really a Anna. There we go. That's the move. Yeah, so this move. How do you do the stance? There we go. I feel like this does a lot of damage. So I feel like you lot need to check that out. And then, yeah, +6 is insane. And the chip damage is insane. So yeah, I think you lot need to sort out that move. And then, I don't know how you do the other one. There's like a move she does with a rocket launcher, but I don't really know how to do it. Maybe I need to lock in with Anna because there's some stuff that I just don't know. And this is still +5. This needs to not be +5. What is it on block? Crouch block. +15. Yeah, +5 I think is still too heavy. I think it doesn't need to be +5, but yeah, it's, I don't know. I feel like I would probably put that like maybe like +2. +5 is a lot in my opinion. I don't even know if it should even be plus. Maybe like +1 or 2, maybe. I don't know. I do think it's quite high. Okay, well, Asuka's got some changes, chat. So Asuka's changes, well, she has a few. So it says balance direction. In version 2.1, Asuka received not only bug fixes, but also balance adjustments focused on reducing her excessively higher combo damage. For the move forward 3+4, it had significant contributor to increased aerial damage when Nano Augusto was active. However, rather than lowering the damage, since that would reduce the effectiveness as a grounded follow-up, the aerial hit behavior has been reverted to Season 1 to maintain its intended utility. Okay, so I don't know what this used to do, to be fair. Yeah, I have no idea. Additionally, for the following moves used in Nano Augusto, while Nano Augusto is active, up forward 1, 2, full forward 1+2, running 1+2, camera effects during aerial hits have been removed to improve the ease of execution in combos. Okay, so I guess. Oh yeah, so if you did, yeah, it would kind of like do like a zoom in type thing, but like that, yeah. So I think they've changed it that way. And then Asuka, when heat activation is available, the attack hitbox has been reduced only when opponent is grounded, making it less likely to connect against sidestepping opponents. Note, after evaluating the tracker performance of all characters, this adjustment was made individually to those with comparatively higher tracking capability in consideration for overall balance and fairness. So yeah, they've fixed the tracking on that. And then the chip damage on this is changed from 11 to 7. These heat smashes, yeah, it's looking better. I'm not even gonna lie. And then 4/3 plus 4, the opponent's reaction on airborne hit has been changed so that it no longer triggers a strong aerial tailspin state. Okay. So it doesn't no longer do that anymore. I didn't even know it did it from before, but yeah, that's what they're saying. They're running 1+2. They're saying they changed the damage from 30 to 27. During an animal guster, forward 2 on hit and block, or block 1+2. The damage scaling on the first hit when it connects with downed opponent has been adjusted from 80% to 70% and reduced the damage dealt by on second hit. And then they have during an animal gusto, running 1+2, they changed the damage from 36 to 30. And then while crouching, down forward free hold. Fixed an issue during heat. The chip damage dealt to opponent on block was lower than during normal state. On block, okay. Wow. That's a lot of chip damage. I feel they need to tone that down because it doesn't use no heat or nothing. I think that's ridiculous. And then during Nano Augusto, up forward 1-2. During Nano Augusto, 4-4 1+2. During Nano Augusto, running 1+2. Remove the camera effect during airborne attacks. So yeah, that's basically it. That's what I showed you before. So it doesn't do like the camera stuff, like the close-ups and stuff. But yeah, that's Asuka changes. We're gonna now move on to Azucena. See what Azucena's got going on. Okay, so Azucena stuff. It's not that long. During heat 2+3, change the behavior when the third hit connects on a downed opponent after the first whiffs. This addresses the situation where excessively high combo damage was dealt under specific conditions. So chip damage of this has now been changed from 12 to 7. So yeah, they done that. And then when heat activation is available, so they changed, they nerfed the tracking on heat activation. Down 1, the distance between the player and the opponent on block has been increased. I like that. I like that. Even though it's +4. Yeah, this is sick. Against the wall. Yeah, against the wall. That's when I can start mixing up. Yeah, that's calm. I like that. And then running 3-2 forward, they've added, hold on. So it says delaying the timing of the executing moves during Libertador by 2 frame and adjusted the frame average on block from +5 to +3. Okay, that's cool. Nothing really to write home about. Is there any other moves that I think that needs to be changed from her? I think this is pretty advantageous, to be honest. I think this should go to +3. But then again, I think +5 is also cool as well. Yeah, I don't think this should be +2. I think this should be 0 or +1. This is force crouch as well. And it's fast. So yeah. That's the only things I can really think about at this point.
Get ready for the next battle.
Bryan seems like he's got away with murder. Bryan only has 3 changes, chat. So during Snake Eyes, backward +2, adjusted the move so that it always transitions into crouching state upon completion. The opponent's state when blocking has been changed from crouching to standing. Reduce the hitbox size in the downward direction. Decrease the opponent's recovery time by 3 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on block from +7 to +4. Reduce the knockback distance when the attack is blocked. The tracking ability on the second hit has been enhanced to hit or block of the first hit, mitigating the occurrence of whiffing midway. Whoa. Fair enough. And then they've nerfed the tracking of his heat, and then his heat does 8. They changed the damage on block, the chip damage from 8 to 5. So yeah, this I like. You know what? These changes are actually good. I do feel like stuff like this move here on counter hit needs to. I don't think it should knock down, if I'm honest. Hold on. Oh, it doesn't wall split? Okay, yeah, that's cool. I think they might have changed that in the previous patch then. Yeah, that's cool then. He doesn't seem that annoying, in my opinion. There might be other like little moves that maybe. And the life bars are. I do feel like chip damage needs to be like maybe like 3 instead of 6. This chip damage is ridiculous. Like, I just don't want chip to be too heavy. That's my main thing. You don't want chip to be too damaging. You know? Alright, so Claudio. They changed the tracking of heat smash, and then up for 3+4. Increases distance between the characters when the first hit lands on a downed opponent. This fix addresses an issue where unintended combos were possible against certain characters when hitting a downed opponent. So yeah, those are the only changes. Obviously, after seeing this move, I am now saying that yeah, this move needs to be nerfed. This is ridiculous. Like, if I don't charge it properly, +1. I think there's another version. Let me see. Bruh. So then where's the second level? There's like a second level, right? Bruh. I guess it's full charge or that one, and I thought there was 3 levels. I was lying to them. They said it was like 3 levels. And I'm doing it like, and then you do into this. Yeah, this move needs a looking at. And I also think while standing 1-1. And this being +6 needs to move down to at least +1 or 2. And then on normal hit, this needs to be punished. Because like how you having a mid that's safe as a while standing launcher, and then while standing 1-1, which is a mid-high, like something's got to give. Like this, you have to at least make this -10 or 12. Because if this hits, like, especially you've got Starburst, hold on. If this hits on Starburst, you're going up in the air, mate. You know what I'm saying? So there's that. I also don't know if things have been changed from. Okay, yeah, they changed it to -9. Okay. This chip damage is not okay though. That chip damage is not okay. That needs to be changed down. Yeah, other than that, that's all good. And then we have Clive Rossfield. Clive Rossfield. Not many changes. To be honest, I don't even really feel like this even makes sense for me to even show you. They changed his heat burst, so the track has been changed, and then during heat, his heat smash is gone from 11 to 10. Chip damage, that's it. there ain't really much to talk about. I definitely think there's certain things like this needs to be 0 or plus. I would say maybe if +1. 0 or +1 is cool. I also think gotta talk about that. And if you do it normal, it should be 0, not +2. I don't know why this is +2. Yeah, I don't think it should be. I think it should be less than that. But yeah, other than that, that's cool. And then we got Devil Jin. They've done a lot of changes to these characters. I'm not even gonna lie to you. It seems like they've done a great job trying to, like, you know, make sure that everyone's not leaving the game. So hats off to them, man. You know. So Devil Jin. In version 2.1, adjustments were made to weaken some of Devil Jin's stronger techniques. So down forward 1-2. The opponent's behavior on hit has been revised. This change was made in response to the move, allowing Devil Jin to repeatedly maintain an advantageous position by following up with Morning Crow against a down opponent. So this one here. So they changed the opponent's behavior upon hit. I don't think this knocks down anymore. Oh no, it does. I think it properly pushes you back. Okay. And down back 1+2. Hold charge to level 2. The opponent's recovery time when blocked has been reduced from 12 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from +17 to +5. Oh, that's cool. There we go. Oh, when it pushes back. Okay. So what happens against the wall then? Okay, so no wall crush. Okay, fair enough. Your tracking ability against side steps has been reduced for this move. Finally. During Morning Crow 1+2, increase the recovery time by 2 frames, reduce the opponent's recovery by 3 frames, adjusting the frame advantage from +5 to 0. Yeah, so that's it with Devil Jin. I don't think Devil Jin in this movie is so annoying. Don't know why it has it, but you know, it is what it is. That's it, really. And then Dragunov. The heat burst tracking has been changed, and then during heat during heat, the heat smash is changed from 11 to 7 chip damage. I think there's a few characters like this. Eddie is the same, you know, during heat and doing his heat smash 11 to 7. Approach crouching opponent down 1+3. Fix issue where Mandinga level would increase even when a hit occurred after heat activation. So that's another change for Eddie. Don't really feel like it makes much sense for me to just pick those characters and show you, because yeah, like it's straightforward stuff.
Get ready for the next battle.
Same with Feng. So again, heat burst tracking stuff has been changed. During heat, chip damage of Feng's heat smash has been changed from 9 to 7. And then during heat, back 4, 3+4. Opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 5 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from +12 to +7. Remove the camera effect on hit. Yeah, that makes sense. And then now we're going to move on to Heihachi. Oh, but even before that, I think back 3. Yeah, I don't like this back 3 into Sway. I think that needs to go. And I don't even like this as well. I really don't like this. But if it's here to stay, this one's here to stay. That's fine. I think downfall 3 needs to be like -10 because it's an actual launcher. You're not taking no risk for doing this. Besides that 1+ is cool. Yeah, I think that's it really. And then Heihachi. Okay, so during heat smash, change the chip damage from change the chip damage from block from 12 to 7. Gotta start. Back 4, change the damage from 27 to 23. Running 1+2, delay the timing at which moves can be executed during Thunder God Kame by 2 frames, and adjusted the frame of Hydron block from +8 to +7. With Warrior Instinct, full forward 2 has been changed from 30 to 22. I don't even know how to activate this. How do you activate this? But I don't even know how to activate Warrior's Instinct. What the? I kind of forgot. Is that not level? But that's not even level 3. That's why. Hold on. What? Oh, is it already activated? Activated. There we go. Okay. Full forward 2. So that's 22 damage. So, during Warrior Instinct with Thunder God's Kame. So they changed that Thunder God Kame. Oh wait, hold on. How do you? Hold on. Well, I ain't played this character in ages. Hold on. I know how to do it. Oh, that's the wrong one. This is 38 damage. And then with Warrior Instinct with Wing Gokame's 2, they change the damage from 24 to 20. Oh, that's Wind God. Oh, okay. Wind God. What? My one. 24 to 20. That'll be this. And then with Warrior Instinct, Crouch Dash 4, they change damage from 17 to 15. And then running 1+2, they change damage from 25 to 20. Yeah, so that's about it, really. I feel like his icon's a bit different. Like it's got bare flames and stuff now. I don't remember if that was like that. So yeah, I think that's it really. And then we've got Harang. Right, there's a lot of notes to get through. I didn't think it was gonna be like this.
Get ready for the next battle.
So Harang has tracking nerfs with the heat burst, and then during heat, chip damage is changed from 9 to 5. Okay. And then during right Flamengo, down forward 4. During heat, the chip damage dealt to opponent on block was adjusted from 3 to 4 to correct the discrepancy between the move list text and actual behavior. Oh, okay. Hold on. Okay, so that's it. While rising 1-4. Fix the issue where the opponent attempting to crouch after being hit by this attack were unable to evade during right Flamengo forward 4 resulted to unintended. Okay, so this is 12 frame. Yeah, I still feel like I can't even remember what the move is. They got like a next move, like an elbow move, and they also have like a low. They need to revise that. The low and the elbow. The new moves are wrongly changing. So yeah, we'll go to Jack. So Jack changes, Jin changes. Oh man, I'm nowhere near done. I thought I was gonna be done. I'm nowhere near done. Oh my lord. All right, during heat smash, the chip damage changed from 13 to 10. Yeah, these are good changes. Down forward 2-1, hold. Change the damage from 40 to 32. Sick. And then up forward 1. Change the damage from 50 to 32. And then while crouching down forward 3+4, hold. Adjust the move so that it can no longer be countered by strong attack reversals or strong parries. Damn. This fix addresses the absence of standardized properties for hold mechanics. Oh yeah, hold on. Can I even? Oh, I don't even like a move. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't even. It's weird. It's weird recovery. All right, Jin. So Jin has a heat burst nerf. During heat, 2+3, chip damage is changed from 8 to 6. There we go. And then during heat, 2+3, 4, change the damage from 9 to 7, and on when blocking the chip damage. And then 3, damage is changed from 17, well, it's changed from 19 to 17. And then down forward 2, 4, the change of damage has changed from 20 to 19. Yeah, that's about it, really. So yeah, that is it. Running free stance. I want to know what that is. Unblock that. Yeah, that needs to change. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, Jun.
Get ready for the
So the heat burst nerf. The heat smash on block has changed from 12 to 10. To be fair with you, some of these patch notes, I don't even really need to even go. It seems like a lot of them I don't really need to even be showcasing to you lot. I feel like I'm doing it to be nice. So yeah, I think I'm gonna just show over here the ones that I don't really need to do. We'll talk over those ones, and the ones I do need to do, I'll circle back. King, the attack hitbox has been changed, so this is a heat burst nerf, and then during heat on block, it's changed from 8 to 5. And then Kuma, again, another heat smash. The tracker has been changed. The heat smash is on chip damage is now changed from 13 to 10. Panda's chip damage on heat smash has been changed from 12 to 9. Panda's unbreakable throw during heat has increased the recovery time by 4 frames.
In a war, better pray for your kin. Eyes blood red, but it ain't devil gin. This right hook's going straight to your chin. Yo, Shimizu with the blade. Dark side, cause I'm known for the sin and I don't.
And then
Please unban me. I think I was banned due to miscommunication and I didn't think it was inappropriate at the time. If it was, I'm sorry. Can someone look at my unban request? I really want to be here.
All right, so Kuma, up forward 2. Yeah, sorry. So during heat, down back 1+3 and down back 2+4, increase the recovery time by 4 frames. The tracking ability against sidesteps has been reduced. So I think it's not even homing anymore. One of my mods will check the unbanned list probably by the end of the week. So yeah, I don't know. I can't even remember where it is, but yeah, I'm trying to go through these patch notes. But yeah, thanks for the donation. Kuma, Panda, sidestep during 1+2, during 1+2 down, change the opponent's behavior on block, altering their state from crouching and to standing. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from 0 to 3 frames. When transitioning into hunting, frame advantage on block has been adjusted from +6 to +3. The hitbox has been reduced. Adjusted the collision with the opponent to make it less likely to hit the downed opponent. Kuma Panda during hunting for 1+2, change the damage from 40 to 30. Kuma Panda during hunting down forward 1. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 5 frames, and the advantage on block has been changed from -2 to -7. Change the opponent's behavior on hit and on counter hit to prevent follow-up attacks. Change the damage from 27 to 23. So that's what I would really want to see. I don't really know what that one means. Hold on. Let me see that one. Let me see. Okay, so that's 30 damage now. Okay. And then, what does this do on normal hit? Okay, cool. And what does it do on counter hit? Ah, it still just stocks down. Okay. Yeah, so that's interesting. I thought it would have done something a bit different, but fair enough. So that is that. Lars has been slapped on the wrist, boy. So Lars heat smashes changed from 10 chip damage to 7 chip damage. During heat and dynamic entry, adjusted so that the follow-up attack no longer occur on block or whiff, aligning with the behavior with that the during dynamic entry 3+4, down forward 3/3, reduce the distance to the opponent on block during silent entry 1+2, increase the recovery on block and whiff by 1 frame, adjusting the frame advantage on block from -30 to -14. The behavior on the opponent on hit has been changed, adjusted the opponent's behavior on down hit. Law heat smash on block. The chip damage has changed from 12 to 8. Lee's heat burst has been changed, so the tracking is not as great. Leo, so this is in version 2.1. Leo received adjustments primarily aimed at balancing moves that offered excessively high returns relative to their risk. The move back 1 had its opponent's recovery increased by 3 frames in version 2, which made it difficult to respond to follow-up attacks and allowed for overly one-sided mind games. As a result, its properties have been reverted to match those of Season 1. Additionally, the Season 2 move, running 3 down, allowed Leo to initiate follow-ups from Fobu in a way that was difficult for opponents to deal with after blocking. To address that, the opponent's recovery has been reduced. So the heat burst has been changed. During heat, the heat smash is changed from 8 to 7 frames. Back 1, the opponent's recovery time when blocking this has been reduced by 3 frames. And the advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -12. Running 3 down, the timing to execute moves from Fobu has been delayed by 4 frames, and the frame advantage on block has been changed from +10 to +6. Yeah, okay, cool. During Fobu 3+4, increase the recovery time by 1 frame, adjusting the the frame advantage on block from -12 to -13. Reduce the opponent's recovery by 1 frame, and adjusting the frame advantage from +4 to +2. Okay. So Leroy, so the heat smash has been nerfed. The heat smash on block has been changed from 15 chip damage to 12 chip damage. During sidestep 3+4, the downward size of hitboxes for the first and second hits have been reduced, making it more difficult to connect against opponents on a down state, which I've said it, I shouldn't hit grounded. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. The advantage on block has been changed to +5 to +3, which I think is what I said when I initially saw the move. Should be changed to +3. So they listen. During sidestep 3+4, the following issues occurring during transition into Hermit after an attack have been corrected. Fix a bug where transitioning into during Hermit down or up was possible 9 frames earlier than intended. Fixed a bug where low attacks from opponent could be parried at 9 frames earlier than intended. Okay, cool. Right, so we're getting kind of close there. I kind of like doing it this way. This way made a lot more sense. So Lydia has a bunch of stuff that I want to even check out because, I don't need to check out. Lydia, during heat smash, that is, the chip damage is changed from 10 to 8. During heat, 1+2 is changed from 35 to 25. So that's where she charges up the punch and she goes bow. And then Lydia, during heat, 1+2 hold, charge to second level, is changed from 50 to 35 damage, which is pretty good. Lydia's during heat, during Heaven and Earth, the combo damage scaling after an aerial hit has been changed from 80% to 60%, reducing the damage of subsequent follow-up attacks. Okay, cool. And then approaching airborne opponent 4 forward, 4 free. So that's the kick thing where she does the ooh and then does whatever. The damage dealt during the throw animation has been adjusted as follows. Heaven and Earth 0, no change, remains 16. Heaven and Earth level 1, 26 to 20. Heaven and Earth level 2, 36 to 28. Heaven and Earth level 3, 50 to 38. So there has been quite a bit of a change, if I be honest. So Lily's heat burst the tracking has been changed. When heat activation is available, same thing. The heat smash, the tracking ability upon contact with the attack has been improved, reducing the occurrence of whiffing midway through. Fix it so that the attack does not track the opponent when it whiffs. The hitbox on the third hit has been expanded downwards, alleviating instances where the attack would miss in certain situations. Change the chip damage on block from 8 to 6. During heat back face an opponent 2+3, so that's the back turn heat smash. They changed the chip damage from 9 to 5. Up 1+2 charged to the second level. Change damage from 38 to 30. Running 1+2. Change damage from 10-15 to 9-16. I don't really understand that. So if they just buffed the second one, but then nerfed the first one, makes no sense. While crouching down forward 1, change damage from 35 to 24. During dew glide 1-4, change the damage from 12 to 30 to 12 to 26. During heat and dew glide 1-4, change the damage from 12 to 36 to 12 to 30. During dew glide 3+4, they changed damage from 60 to 20 to 60 to 19. So I'm kind of a bit confused on why they're making these like 1 changes and stuff like that. But yeah, it's good. It's actually good. Like I'm tempted to play. It seems like good changes. Nina heat burst has been nerfed. During heat, which is the heat smash, chip damage is changed from 30 to 10. Paul Phoenix during the heat smash, the chip damage is changed from 10 to 8. During deep dive down forward 2-1, and during deep dive down forward 2-3. Reduce the input window for the second hit by 6 frames. So it doesn't seem like you could probably be lenient with the pressing of the second hit. So yeah, that's pretty good. During deep dive, down forward 4. Reduce the opponent's recovery by 4 frames, adjusting the frame advantage from +6 to +3. Pull Phoenix forward 2. Fix an issue at the frame data display where incorrect values were showing when not transitioning into deep dive. And then up back to hold. Fixed an issue with the frame data display where the attack startup frames were incorrectly shown. So yeah, Pull Phoenix went through a lot of changes. Raven, Heat Burst nerf. The Heat Smash chip damage is changed from 12 to 9. QCF 1+2, which is the and then he's in full crouch. The opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +2. I still think it should be +1 or 0 to be fair, but yeah, now +2 is okay. While rising 3+4, the opponent's recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 3 frames, and the frame advantage on block has been changed from -9 to -12. Wow, okay. Reina, Heat Smash chip damage 9 has been changed from 9 to 7. Crouch dash 3, they changed the damage from 27 to 23. Reina's during Unsoku 4 has changed the damage from 30 to 23. During Heat and Wind God Step, down for 3, changed the damage from 26 to 22. While rising to 1+4, adjusted the move Fukuteki to be executable from a while rising position, correcting the discrepancy between the move list description and the player. We're getting there, chat. We're getting there. So Shaheen's Heat Smash chip damage is changed. Well, it has changed from 12 to 8. And during sidestep 1+2, the punch recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 2 frames. And the advantage on block has been changed from +5 to +3. I don't know how I feel about that one. The downward hitbox size of the first attack has been reduced, making it less likely to connect with an opponent in a down state. Steve, the Heat Smash on block has changed from 11 chip damage to 7 chip damage. During Heat, back 1+2, back 1+2. During Heat, back 1+2, 1+2, back. The punch recovery time when blocking has been reduced by 8 frames. The advantage on block has been changed from +4 to -4. When transitioning into Flicker, the frame advantage has been adjusted from +11 to +3. Steve's 112, due to the unintended increase in recovery frames or in recovery time, the recovery has been reduced by 4 frames, adjusting the frame advantage on block from 11 to 7 and on hit 0 to 4. During Lionheart 2, reduce the hitbox size when the opponent is grounded to mitigate unintended hits on opponents positioned behind the character. Alright, we're near the end. Chat. Victor, Heat Burst nerf, and then Victor Heat Smash on block. The chip damage is changed from 9 to 8. Xiaoyu Heat Burst nerf during Heat 2+3 or during Heat back facing 2+3, change the chip damage from 9 to 7. Yoshimitsu, same thing, Heat Burst nerf. Zafina Heat Smash, the chip damage is changed from 15 to 10, and then Zafina has with Anathema back 1+2 on hit or block 1+2 to address the unintended behavior under certain conditions. The input window has been shortened by 1 frame. So yeah, it says thank you for the continued support of Tekken 8. And I am not gonna lie to you, I'm gonna be so real with you. That patch seems very good. Like the stuff that I've seen and the changes seems very good. It seems promising. It seems like they are trying out things, and it seems like they do want people to play the game. I do like it. I'm not gonna lie. It does make me think there's hope now. It does make me think there's hope. It does make me think like, okay, they are starting to listen. You know, they can see that some stuff is stupid. All right, let's see what's going on. And even like down to like the chip damage, they've nerfed a lot of heat burst. They've nerfed a lot of chip damage on heat across the board. Yeah, it seems like they understand. Like I said, there are there are some moves that need to be sorted out, 100%, for sure. They're not off the hook yet, but this is a step in the right direction. I'm interested to see what they could do in the further patches, because I know they got more patches to go. I'm looking forward to the June patch, because they're going to need to do more stuff. But for the short period of time that they said they were going to take over and change, they have done a decent amount. I'm not going to lie to you. This seems pretty cool. But Alisa still has that move, the, one where she rotates her body and it's +7. And there's a bunch of moves that need to be sorted. But again, like I said, step in the right direction. We can't complain about everything when it comes to this game. They've changed, like, they had a team that changed stuff before. They're taking over and now they're changing stuff. Give credit where it's due. But other than that, it's been King J. Like I said, I'm happy. I'm happy with this patch. So yeah, I will check it out and stuff like that. I still will probably be a Fatal Fury player, but I probably will dabble in this game again. Other than that, take it easy. Leave a comment. Let me know what you lot think. I will be on to the next video. Take it easy, everyone. Peace.